Well, hello and welcome to Fans Banter. I'm on my lunch break, so just a quick one about some of the things that are happening over the weekend. Yeah, the weekend is here. Happy days, happy days. Are you looking forward to it? I'm not, to be quite honest. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I'm not looking forward to the Liverpool game for obvious reasons. Liverpool are playing brutal. And I'm definitely not looking forward to a game I should be looking forward to. I should be looking forward to Man City versus Arsenal. A top of the table clash. Probably not completely a title decider, but it could go a long way to decide who wins the Premiership this year. But am I looking forward to it? Hell no. I think it's going to be a shit game. I think the football that's served up this year in the Premiership is absolutely dross, to be quite honest with you. I'm sick of watching the football. It's so bad. It's so slow. Nothing really exciting happening in it at all. And Man City versus Arsenal this weekend, well, there'll be only one team that will show up looking to play football, and that'll be Man City. The other team, Arsenal, they will turn up looking to spoil, slow it down. Oh, I think it'll be a dreadful game. And the only way that will make it exciting if actually City turn on the style. But yeah, looking forward to Arsenal versus Man City. Hell, not a chance. Looking forward to Liverpool versus Everton? Nah, because I think we're going to get beat there. That's the team that I think Arne Slot should play against Everton. I did a pre-match video on it. You might want to see it up there at some stage. But will he play that team? I don't think so. I haven't got a clue what team Arne Slot will play, to be quite honest. But, and it's a big but, well, it's not a big but, it's a happy but. Thank goodness for Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. I've watched all those games, the home and away, and it's been the best football that I've watched all season because all of those teams were looking to play football. It puts to shame the Premiership this year. I enjoyed those 4 games more than I've enjoyed the whole season, to be quite honest. And I include Liverpool in that. The football has been absolutely shit and dire to watch. So thank goodness for those couple of teams. Happy days. They gave me something to like again. I really enjoyed watching the games. Yeah, and there was goals in them. There was excitement in them. There was free kicks. There was fouls. There was hard tackles. It was football, not this boring shit and dross that we have to watch every week from Liverpool and Arsenal and other teams just trying to grind out results, slowing the game down, minutes to take throws, free kicks, players falling on the ground, feigning injury. I'm absolutely sick and tired of it. I wish the season would just end and be done with it. And hopefully next year somebody will have a talk with these Premiership clubs and tell them, listen, the way we want you to play football, you are not doing it. Look at the European teams, see how they play football, and let's try replicate that a little bit. There was a time, to be quite honest with you, when the Premiership was the most exciting football to watch in Europe, that the foreign teams were a bit boring and dull and playing for draws, and it just wasn't good. It was all slow paced. But now Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, full throttle football. I actually loved it over the Champions League break. Yeah, great games to watch, great games to enjoy. So Premiership teams, come on, give us something to enjoy. It costs a lot of money, you know. Yeah, it costs a lot of money for Sky subscriptions, TNT and all this, and the time we put into watching, I suppose. Yeah, but am I nearly fed up watching it? Almost. And if I wasn't such a die-hard football fan and Liverpool fan, I wouldn't watch it at all because it's absolutely shit. So, with that off my chest, here's another little thing. I am sick and tired of Arne Slot talking the way he talks about Liverpool. I mentioned it in my video yesterday about the press conference, and I think he thinks that he's bigger than Liverpool, and he's doing some sort of favour to Liverpool by being our manager, that he is doing Liverpool a favour. I think he forgets that Liverpool are one of the biggest clubs in the world. A trading club. Since when? Since when had Liverpool a trading club? I don't understand it at all. He talks us down. At least we can compete with the best in Europe. I said it before. We don't want to be competing with the best in Europe. We want to be beating the best in Europe. We want to be winning the Champions League. We don't want this half-arsed attempt at plamausing the Liverpool fans by saying at least we can compete. I don't think he understands a few things. I think that he thinks he's bigger than Liverpool and that Liverpool are actually lucky to have Arne Slot as the manager. Well, I don't think Liverpool are lucky to have Arne Slot as the manager at all. I think it's quite the other way around, but he hasn't grasped this at all. He hasn't grasped that Liverpool are one of the biggest teams in the world. Yeah, a trading club, a rebuild in the stage of rebuilding. I wouldn't let you build a Lego house, to be quite honest with you. Anyway, just touching on him and touching on another little bit of thing. Who watched Bayer Leverkusen? Anybody watch Bayer Leverkusen this season? Any of the games? Anybody watch Gerald Kwanzaa? Yeah, you remember him? Do you remember Kwanzaa, the player that was ripped off at halftime, that Arne Slot decided to make an example of, that he would treat him the way he treated him, that would set the standard for the season going forward and how he wants Liverpool players to perform? Yeah, well, that didn't work out, did it, Slot? Yeah, but apparently Kwanzaa is loving football. He's actually loving football. And I've seen a couple of Bayer Leverkusen games, not a lot of them, just a couple. And he looks smooth. He looks really comfortable at what he's doing there. He doesn't panic on the ball. The sort of player you would probably be crying out for at Liverpool. Yeah, but no, we decided that he wasn't good enough and he wasn't going to get enough game time. And yeah, so he went off. And fair play to him for going off, because, to be quite honest with you, I don't think Arne Slot liked him. But then he's treated a lot of players like that, hasn't he? The fringe players he's trying to make an example of. He hasn't decided to make an example of Kanate, for instance, or make an example of Virgil van Dijk for their poor performances. No, but he decided to make an example of a young footballer. Yeah, great stuff. So yeah, here's what he says. I really loved it. To be honest, it's been refreshing for me. He's talking about his move back to out of Liverpool and over to Bayer Leverkusen. He says, I've started to love football again. Being able to play week in, week out against some of the best teams in the world, shown what I am capable of and what I can give to this team and to the fans as well. I've really enjoyed it so far. Asked about the challenge of leaving Liverpool, where he had played since the age of 5. Imagine, he's at Liverpool since the age of 5, and he was treated the way he was treated at the start of the season. Absolutely disgraceful, if you ask me. But Slot was setting a precedent, wasn't he? He was laying down the law on how things were going to be. Yeah, so asked about the challenge of leaving the Reds, where he had played since the age of 5, for a new country, Germany. Kwanzaa said, it's never been easy moving to a new country. I think coming from the pressure of being at Liverpool, it's not easy to come away from such a big club. Yeah, we're a big club, Slot. Even the player that you didn't want that has left realises that Liverpool are a big club, a world power in football. Yeah, so such a big club, and try to build your own career off the back of being at one place for 17 years. He says it's never easy, but I'm happy it's gone so well. I'm happy it's gone well so far. Yeah, and I'm delighted for Kwanzaa, to be quite honest. Yeah, so there is life after Liverpool, Arne Slot, and hopefully you will discover that pretty soon as you're shown the door, to be quite honest. Yeah, Slot rebuilding Liverpool. Yeah, I wouldn't let him build a Lego house. That's my lunch break over.